don't even have a top on top of my head no more, because I never thought that what they was telling me was this big. I just thought I was going to hit the lottery one day and I was going to be well off after that. I ain't know that the fucking whole goddamn shebang. I didn't know that these books was written with me in mind. That shit fucks me up. I don't want to be, I want to be like everybody else. I don't want no big eyes or little U's. I want us to all be on the same playing field. I think that, like, let's take LeBron James. A lot of people don't understand. LeBron James got one more thing to do to seal his name as the greatest basketball player in the history of the league. One more thing. And he's to be a first at something. And he would be the first of all of the kings of basketball. He would be the first to have won 3 championships with 3 separate teams. And he's already Hall of Fame worthy right now. Think about that. He Hall of Fame worthy already. One thing, 3 teams. If he get a ring in LA, and he's going to do it because he's doing everything he is supposed to do. LeBron James was told that if he put in the work and he applied the discipline and he internalized the lessons given to him by great basketball players, because they all touched him, they all blessed him. That's why they always say he the chosen one. He is chosen to be the king of basketball. When he go down in history, he's gonna go down as King James, the basketball king. It's his time to shine, but there's only a catch to it. He got to earn it. It's not gonna be handed to him. He got to earn it. And that's the whole thing with the kings. They don't want a handout. They just want the opportunity to earn it. Show me the way, and I'll get mine. Show me the way, and I'll get mine. But then you got some of us, can't nobody show us the way because we too hard-headed. Get out my way while I get mine is that philosophy. Get out my way while I get mine. That's what we call our thug life philosophy. That's our Tupac philosophy. Machiavellian, this motherfucker. Illuminati, bitch. That's what he talking about. So we got 2 ways we do it. We earn it. And those of us that's, a little more hard, we go get it. We find a way to get it. You can lay the way out to us and we'll earn it. Or some of us hard-headed. We got to do it our way. We can't do it the way somebody else tell us to do it. It won't work. We might even have tried that numerous times and found that if we don't do it our way, it won't work. What Frank say? I did it my way. He had to do it his way. He was entitled. He was given a drop of blood so he can shine, and he did it. This is what y'all got to understand. Everybody on this planet, reason is 8.5 billion people or 4 billion people now on Earth. It's a lot of people that's only here to see the grand finale. We at the grand finale. This shit is over with. Y'all about to see it all come to light. In short order, we here. So let me go find this birth date and match this last sign up. And after that, it's on and fucking cracking because I'm going to get my queen. Period. I don't give a fuck where she at or who she is. When the sign say that's her, I can let go of everything else to following the steps to the path of heaven. There's nothing on this earth that I want more than to bring heaven to it, as opposed to allowing hell to remain. And so, with that, I'm going to cut out here. And I think I gave y'all pretty good insight into reading the signs and how we do it. So, I'm going to cut out here, and I'm going to go see if I can't locate a birthday, and then I'll get back with y'all when I finally get it all figured out. I'm going to do another live, and I'm going to see if I can't let y'all know how it all played out. And I kind of want to be kind of dramatic so I can, get a reason to tear some shit up. Don't nobody want me to tear no shit up. Everybody gets scared for me tearing shit up. That's what I do. fucking destroyer, but they want me to be a nice destroyer. I ain't never heard such madness in my life. I tear shit up. That's what I do. But the only thing is, I don't tear up shit just to tear it up. I tear it up because it need to be tore up. I tear up what don't work in the best interest of the most people. Anything that don't. One of my elders told me that if it's a plan that's workable anywhere, it should be workable everywhere. And if that plan ain't workable everywhere, then that plan not really workable anywhere, because it's going to have a shelf life. So every plan that I found that only had a temporary fix, it only can be used temporarily. But anything that worked all the time, no matter where you use it at, that's what we going to keep. See, it's like the Africans say, you use what worked. The rest of it you don't use. It don't work. Why would you use something that don't work? That's like trying to hammer a nail with a screwdriver. That's the foolishness. So, I'm going to go do a birthday search. I'm going to find his birthday. Last thing I do, I'm going to find it tonight. Alright, so, with that, I'm going to keep y'all updated. And hope I didn't bore y'all with this one. Because I wasn't turned up, because I'm focused. Focused. Deeply focused. I'm going to figure it out. I don't want nothing handed to me. Just let me figure it out. I'm going to figure that shit out. I'm telling you, I'm going to figure it out. If I figured out how to crack the code, I'm going to figure this shit out. It's just that simple. So, with that, I'm going to say peace to all y'all. And we about to come up. Watch this shit. We about to come all the way up. Okay, here I'm going to do some invites because I wanted to touch on a couple of topics that seem to be an ongoing obstacle to our progress. So I'm going to see if I can just invite a few key people in here. We're going to talk about young Pharaoh. And he's done a couple of videos recently about Minister Farrakhan, Nation of Islam, and a few other um, um, YouTube pages also touched on some stuff that I wanted to touch on a little bit. Because we have to start to understand that what we have been told or led to believe by mainstream media has been only there to confuse us, mislead us, and turn us on one another. So, if we're going to ever get to a point of liberation, of freedom from all of this oppression, one thing we're going to have to do is get past jumping to assault each other openly and in public without cause, and no one's doing that to us. So what happens in the community is people begin to speak on things because it look a certain way. But if you understood the divide and conquer mechanism and how it works, you would know that the whole system is set up to turn us against each other. And when you start to mix the rules of the street with investigative reporting, you can ask the wrong questions that can get somebody severely hurt. And that's what made me bring up James Prince, because there was a situation similar to what young Pharaoh's doing with the nation in Farrakhan. He's not really understanding what he's doing, so I'm going to touch on some of it. But until I talk to certain people, I can't openly disclose a lot of information that I will be able to once I made those ends connect. So where we finna go with this is we're going to start with what happened with the J. Prince scenario. All right. A few months back, James Prince released a tweet when one of his people was robbed in New York. And he told the people in Brooklyn, or he asked them rather, if any of them knew who this was, if this was their people, and to sit down with him or check on it so that they can get an understanding. And I heard several different YouTube channels ask if James Prince was snitching by putting that tweet out. So everybody in the streets, I'm not talking about music industry types, I'm not talking about businessmen, I'm talking about anyone who is in the streets that deal with day-to-day street life. They will understand that what Jay Prince done was necessary. He had to address it publicly because the gentleman that did the robbery put it on social media publicly. If he doesn't say anything publicly about it and give the people who are the OGs in that area the opportunity to clean it up, then James Prince would not be following the rules. So what was James Prince doing? In the tweet, he basically told New York, specifically Brooklyn, where the guys that was from, that committed the act and posted it on social media. Now, nobody had never heard of James Prince going out public and openly addressing the issues that he was dealing with in the streets. He never talked street business publicly. So why would he come out after never revealing himself publicly and all of a sudden release a tweet addressing openly street matters publicly? The reason for that is this. James Prince know the rules of the street. All right? So he know that as soon as they made that public, he obligated now to address it publicly. And y'all got to pay attention because this is how the reporters can get somebody hurt. Now, the reporter's presumption was that he might be snitching by putting out that tweet, which is nothing further from the truth. You can't snitch on somebody that told on themselves, first of all. Second of all, the video that the guys put up of them taking the Rap-A-Lot chain from this guy, cutting this guy's face up, was a direct humiliation on an OG in any hood. So you can't do that to an OG nowhere. Now, everybody in the streets know that James Prince is known for following what they call the code of respect. So following the code of respect, he have to address this matter, and he have to do it publicly because these boys put this stuff into the social media in a public forum. So James Prince addressed it publicly. So before I go any further, I'm going to say hi to the family up in here checking me out, trying to get this stuff situated where we can stop going at each other's head and we can clean up this mess that they laid down in Babylon on this divide and conquer. So I'm going to say for all of y'all that's here now, greetings. I'm glad y'all here. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of different greetings from everybody because they already know I speak. I'm from the hood, I'm from the block. I say, what's up, what's up? That's everybody. That's the Muslim, Assalamu Alaikum, and the Rahubats. That's all that in the what's up. So if y'all get offended because I didn't use your term of address, then I can't control that. But I can say what's up, how y'all doing, and much love. So when we get back to this situation, now what did the media types do? They begin to put pressure on OGs in the street to come out and make statements. Nobody was ever supposed to issue a tweet, a verbal response, or an interview dealing with the tweet from James Prince. Because he had to put it out there publicly, they was just supposed to go handle their business, check their family, make sure that they was clean, and leave it alone. Now, if somebody found out it was in their family, they were supposed to address it publicly. That matter that was done in Brooklyn where the boy got robbed for the Rap-A-Lot chain came out of my clique, and we ain't know nothing about it. You know, but it's straight now. We took care of that. You know, that's how they were supposed to handle it. Whereas that's why he said we have to get an understanding. He ain't threatened nobody. He didn't say nobody did anything other than whatever is going on up there, those I respect, and he hashtagged them all. But none of them was supposed to openly and publicly respond if they following the code of the street. They was just supposed to go check their camps. Individuals check their camps. Now, their response was, if anything, at most, a phone call to James Prince. Hey, this is my son, the general. My camp clean, baby. I'll holler at you later. That's the end of the conversation. There wasn't supposed to be a whole drug out thing. And these reporters, by forcing people like Fat Joe to make a verbal response by continuously asking them about it, is putting his life in danger. It's not putting his life in danger from Jay Prince. It's putting his life in danger from OGs from his area. Because they already know the rules, and they're going by the rules. And this is how we end up in this situation, which is going to take me to the young Pharaoh situation next. Because if we follow the rules, we won't have these issues. And people always got something to say about somebody else's business without really understanding what it is that they're addressing. So the street rules become imperative to understand in social media and investigative reporting, because you're not supposed to ask people from the street about street things so you can put it out in the public domain and get somebody hurt. So y'all got to understand this. You can seriously have a person's life snatched from them by putting the wrong stuff on social media and putting the wrong stuff in an investigative report in a documentary. Now, I did a video a couple months ago, about a month and a half ago, about Tupac. I had to take the video down because it put somebody's life in danger. And later on, once I was able to know that that person was secured, I was given permission to put it back up. So I posted it back up with an explanation. So what did young Pharaoh do to prompt me to give this address? Now, I hope somebody tagged him on the video that I was going to be coming on here, because I want him to see this. I am very, very proud of young Pharaoh to begin with, for his courage and for his determination to deliver what he perceived as the truth against all odds, because he don't even understand the odds he's facing when he's addressing certain issue, or he have the courage to withstand the backlash of those odds. And his delivery style remind me of me when I was his age. You know, it's raw, it's untempered, and it's also lack the depth that his elders around him should be feeding him, unless they surface dwellers. Because when you surface dwelling, you can't get to the bottom of anything. And so young Pharaoh did two speeches. The first one, he said that Farrakhan was clout chasing at the Nipsey Hussle send-off ceremony. He don't know what he's talking about, because he do not understand that this is bigger than that. Ceremony was more than just what you would call in modern America a funeral. That wasn't just a funeral. And I'm not going to go too much into that right now, because I touched on it in the Tupac video. The second thing that young Pharaoh did was a documentary that came out a day or two ago called Malcolm X Revenge. Now, I'm going to tell everybody, after I talk to the ministers in the nation, the real deal about what happened with Malcolm. But before I can go public with that, I absolutely have to tell Fruit members first. Now, mind you, I'm not in the Nation of Islam as a standing member. I've studied their doctrine, but I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam. I have been called to the ranks of the righteous, so I have to address anything that can cause us a setback in the transition of power from what we were to what we are about to become. And so, why would I